Previously on Brennyn Sabar.
Ha! You said it!
Well, sorry to cut the game short, fellas, but my cards have just come in. Oh god. Doctor. 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 Alright.
Optimus Prime.
Oh dear.
Now, granted, am I wearing this mask to hide the progression of a horrifying space disease? Yes. Had to then book passage on a decommissioned Soviet nuclear submarine that would ostensibly get me to Palms Ahoy. No, okay.
What's it do?
No,
Why not?
do not put that down. You've committed a very serious act of domestic terrorism. You probably could not have picked a worse time, actually. Uh-oh. That's a lie. This thing works perfectly. Observe. For all the inherent perils of time travel, you would not expect needing to remember your old passwords to be such a prevalent one. 7. Okay. Alright. You want to have this conversation again? That's sort of all I got there. That's Palms Ahoy. Well, I hate to say it, but I think barring any major unforeseen catastrophes, that's Palms Ahoy ready to go. Why would I say that? Why would I say major unforeseen catastrophe? That's what people say before there's a major unforeseen catastrophe. I'm not gonna... Oh, it's just a dumb thing to say. It's not like I don't know how this year goes. It's not like I can't foresee catastrophes. I've been through this before. That's what I thought. God damn it. You know, it's funny, I was just talking about you. So how do you want to do this? You want to do this now? Because it's not going to go any different the second time. God, you're still here. The bell is dead. Now, I don't know what that means for you, but I don't see it. Walk out of this, or we can have a different conversation. It's all on you. You done?
In the future, if you could have your, like, Vietnam flashbacks somewhere not in the hallway, that'd be great.
I think it has to have a roof to be a hallway.
Yes, well, whose fault is that?
Yours. This is your building.
Haha! It's here. And bada bing!
What am I looking at?
That's the last piece of Palms Ahoy.
Are those the same cards?
Should they not be?
Have you had them in your pocket the whole time?
Well, in the box.
You've had the box in your...
They're here now.
So can we leave now? Is that the whole point of this conversation?
Well, it is done.
Okay.
Well,
let's go see the outside world. What do you say? Let's go see somewhere that isn't beige. Let me get my zoom lens. Okay. Hold still so I can zoom in on you. Turn around. There we go. Okay. My game froze when I clicked on the telescope. Okay. All right, Dr. Antervich, take us through your corner of Brennyn Sabar Season 5. What do we got? And you have to answer this question because I'm going to sneeze and I need to mute my microphone.
What we're looking at here is a hole in the ground with some green glass in the ceiling, so that passersby wouldn't notice. It just blends right in with the grass.
Yeah, but you can still see out.
Yeah,
which is
it's a multi-purpose thing. Yes.
Yep. Lets natural light in.
Yep.
Just in case the lanterns hanging from the ceiling don't do their job.
Yep. We got all manner of sundries.
Yeah.
That's a word. All these things.
Don't know if that
probably
applies.
Probably sorted.
Yeah. I know for a fact that some of these diamond tools were taken from the inventories of people who have not logged onto the server in 3 years. So we got some free stuff.
Yeah, we got all manner of modern amenities.
Yeah. Smokers.
Smokers.
Of course, your bed
warmers.
has its feet warmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I now see. I don't know if you remember where that goes.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
But this is a door.
Oh.
And
it actually is. Oh. That looks like it goes somewhere not safe.
Yes, it goes down into fire.
Yeah. So probably don't go in there.
It is there to trap people. This
over
was
here
where I
we got
slept, and there's a lot of magma or netherrack in there.
The fish cooker.
Oh yeah.
Zone.
Yeah, with the very tall chimney that I can't see out of without hurting myself. Ow.
Got
and
some coral,
the dripstone,
apparently.
I believe, was an aftermarket upgrade, long after we left for Palms Ahoy.
I would hope so, because otherwise I'd have more questions than I would prefer. Down this way, along the carefully placed path here, so that you can't actually take a boat down. Oh, didn't even know we had this. Okay.
Yeah, that's our netherwort and donkey room.
Yeah. With a tree that if you cut it down
will expose us to the elements. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't do that.
Yeah. Can't recommend it.
Got this very, very not artificial cave here. Okay. Forgot about that too.
Yeah, they call him Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah. Fences here to keep the bad guys out. Sure, those definitely work. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Got a bit of a waterfall here down to
this was the first shot of the season.
River.
Was us going over this waterfall.
How about that?
Yeah.
And I think it even works to get a boat up.
Yeah.
I don't have a boat.
I have a boat. I carry one at all times. I'm surprised you don't.
I think
If I may borrow a coin of phrase, get in, deckhand. Everything's coming full circle. We got the original deck of cards.
Yep.
This time we're going up the waterfall. Yeah.
It even works.
Yeah.
How about that?
If you can get out, I'd like my boat back now.
Yeah.
I only have so many boats.
That's about it.
Well, I happen to know a couple of other things that you may not.
Things down there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think further down that way is some kind of mob grinder.
Yeah. That's probably... I have that classified under other for our tour, so that's later. But of course we have Panama 8, King of Panamas.
You wouldn't even be able to tell without the sign there.
Yeah. This is the mark of quality of a professionally created Panama Canal. Notice how it contours to the terrain.
Exactly.
subtle passage through. There's a little bit
It's
of sand and gravel mixed
how
in.
seamless it is.
Yeah, this is the quality that you get when you go through the Panamanian Port Authority.
Yes, through all the proper channels, if you will.
Yes. And then, of course, we had to put this in because people would take boats in through the main lake and destroy all of our carefully placed lily pads.
Yeah.
I think one of those people was you, so,
Well,
not blameless. So a couple of points of note.
Yeah, it's probably something over here behind all this
over
sugar
here
cane.
is the entrance to Casey's house.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to go in because that's part of Casey's leg of the tour. Up here, you may recall that being a recurring problem.
Yep.
I got it.
Oh.
Nope. There you go.
Yeah.
We've got our enchanting table. For some reason, we made a new one at Palms Ahoy instead of moving this one.
Well, then this one wouldn't be here.
Well, neither are we.
Yeah.
We have our fish cooker. When coal was cheap, we'd come in here. Oh, you have to light it manually, and it extinguishes itself automatically. Yeah. Never mind. But it cooked fish. That actually is a secret door, but
wow.
It only opens from Casey's side. It's not exciting.
Yeah.
It was a starter house. Palms Ahoy was a finisher house, and that's fine.
Yes, certainly.
That's how it works. And that's our cave house. Now,
pretty much planted the trees. Of course,
we did do that. We put some vines over it to discourage the riff-raff.
Yes.
They moved in anyway.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us about Kabuka Town?
It was an unfortunate necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, still here, not demolished.
I think at one point we had plans to move all of them to Palms Ahoy and leave the town abandoned, but I don't think they deserve it. Now entering Kabuka Town. Do you remember the town motto of Kabuka Town?
Thankfully, no.
It's something to noise about.
Okay. Yep.
Which is apparently a way that people use the word noise.
Yeah.
Buka, of course, I believe we derived from a foreign language that I no longer remember, meaning noise.
Of course.
And Kabuka, of course, from the emoticon Spooky Kabuki.
Yeah.
Which was the style at the time. Yeah, we've got the church with the brewing stand on the floor because otherwise the villagers don't know how to use it. The blacksmithy that no longer has a blacksmith in it. This guy's house with his cellar. This guy's supposed to be here at least. And this thing, I don't know what this is. It's the dirt roof, I think, that really makes it. And not only a dirt roof, but a dirt ceiling. This one just straight up has a hole in it. I never filled this part in. I don't even know if a villager can sleep in this bed. That might be why I took those planks out, so they could reach it. This fishing shack is a travesty.
Well, the whole thing really
well,
is.
There's travesty and then there's, double travesty. Now, we did forcibly relocate these people to a large fenced-in area so that we could profit by them economically.
And study them.
Yeah, and conduct research and later kidnap them to stock what is essentially a Potemkin village in Arvenic Melanesia.
Yeah.
Are we the bad guys?
No.
No.
No, we had to do this.
This was good for them and good for us.
Yes, they are receiving deals
Yes.
and goods.
And work shall. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, and
I
come
don't
back up
like
here.
the realizations we're making. And next up, I believe I believe this one's all you. So without further ado, would you like to explain yourself, starting with the phrase West Bowl?
Um, I don't remember making this tunnel. I don't think I did this.
No, I think the tunnel was a pre-existing condition for the animals.
Yes. Well, West Bowl, I think, is rather obvious. This is the fish bowl,
Yeah.
and west of it is a smaller
Self-contained bowl.
bowl-like structure.
Yeah.
So going in here past the communal animals.
Yeah. Now, I believe officially the fish bowl and its surrounding bowls are classified as a caldera
Sure.
in our official records. You know, all of those volcanic activity sites in Australia.
Yeah. Anyway, this is I did find this.
Yes, completely intact.
Well, I had to
Fully formed.
brush the the vines off, you know.
Yeah. Hack away at it with a machete.
This is some of the original jungle.
The original
Obviously,
upholstery. Yeah.
just kept some of that intact. Up the stairs, there's some more.
Yeah.
Turn right, you get dirt.
Yeah. Sometimes these things cave in, you know.
Yes. To the left, you get
Sometimes, you know, a mad warlord descends into his temple and the uprising populace pulls a lever and it collapses the entire temple in on itself.
that can also happen if
Yeah.
you're bad at writing scripts. You get the outside here because
And this
they ran
is,
out of
I
money.
assume, Southwest Bowl.
Anyway, if you go back inside,
Yeah. And
you get
what is the story behind this lost archaeological site? What can you tell us about that handsome fellow up there and the stone one underneath him?
yes. If you come this way, you'll get a better look at this. That is fresh blood, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose to ignore that.
This effigy.
Yeah.
That is much older, as I'm sure you can tell.
Yeah. Predates the blood. You can tell because it's oxidized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also much older than the rest of the temple itself.
Oh, built around it.
Yes.
That's
And
surprising.
of course, behind it in stained glass, the exact same figure, the Kabuka god.
The god of the Kabucaneers in Kabuka Town.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, if you can believe that. Yes. The
Yeah.
town that was built no more than 2 years ago.
There's no easy way to tell you this. It was fully 4 years ago.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, time works out there.
Yeah.
If you look up, you'll see the roof. We even have one of those in here.
Yeah.
Around on the sides, there are multiple artifacts.
Oh yeah, in the reliquaries,
Yes,
the circular saw.
Yes, this constructed basically this entire building.
Yeah.
It's the holy saw.
I believe he's making a pilgrimage to visit the entombed body of his comrade.
Yes, of this convicted felon.
Oh, not royalty at all. Fully convicted.
Completely.
Yeah. He has a cat.
That is his accomplice.
Yeah. A Siamese cat.
Yes.
Formosan royalty, I have to assume.
Get out of here.
Or what is Siam now? Isn't that
Thailand?
Yeah. So what's Formosa?
Taiwan.
Yeah. The other Thai. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
There used to be something here. Maybe it's not anymore.
Yeah. Erosion, presumably. And
Yeah.
what can you tell me about this?
Not much.
This thing full
I
of
I don't
honeycomb.
know. I don't know what it's doing there.
Yes. Would you like to? Here, you can hold on to those and go put them
Ah.
in the
Oh, good.
rectory when we make it
Yes.
in there.
With all the other ones.
Yes. Should we tell Casey on his leg of the tour, or do we just want him to find out when he watches this back? I think I've alluded to it. So
Well, if Casey does a tour of the entire rail line,
yeah,
then we'll see.
I'm gonna get it out of the way now. There is a rail line that runs across the entire fishbowl connected to Casey's bee farm that he needs to make candles. When it passes through this side of the mountain, it runs over a hopper line up there, which extracts about 3 or 4 honeycomb per trip, and then continues on its way. In doing this, we have accumulated fully 9 to 10 stacks of honeycomb. 9.5.
We have become rather rich men.
Yes. Not as if we don't already have our own Under Palms Ahoy that has probably been running for longer than this one.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need some wax.
Yeah.
It's the only way to keep Kabuka God from oxidizing. Now these are interesting.
Over here you have a llama,
Yes.
and then here you can see one of those ascetic monks who who climb atop very high pillars and need food, dumbwaitered up to them
But only once a
so that
month,
they don't die. Yes.
because they've meditated their metabolism.
Yeah, this
to run
one
at
is
such
not
a-
particularly good at it because he's only 6 meters high.
Yes, and he does keep talking and looking around.
Yes, and he has a roof over his head.
He's what they would call a novice.
Yeah. He tries.
He's in training. And the final
And,
reliquary, I believe, is the only one with 2 actual relics in it.
Yes, we have a head.
Yeah, now what's interesting
That
about
is-
this head, I believe, is that this is just a Steve head. Now, the
Yeah.
only way to get player heads on this server is to kill someone. So I don't know how we got one that is not attributed to a person.
Must have just been the original Steve.
Yeah,
There he is on a piece of orange.
yeah.
Yep. Over here is a piece of cobblestone. Must have fallen off the
Yeah.
statue
It's been
over
frescoed.
there. Yes, frescoed with maybe even an original copy of the the Zakticon here.
Yes, the Zakticon creating bees.
Bees. Yes.
If we could flash back to 11 years ago, please, to get some context for the Zakticon.
In the beginning, the Zaktokin created everything, but especially, he created bees. He created bees, and bees were his most wonderful creation.
Yeah. Maybe
That'd
not.
be great. And then this, I think, is
This
just
is just a
yeah, that's a recent addition.
that's just a raid banner.
Yeah, those things happen. And
Yeah.
I believe we have a rectory back here
Yes, I've got to
where we need to put these honeycomb.
put this somewhere
Yeah, the
in a chest that has space. That has space.
yeah, the expedition force, I believe, moved their supplies in here
Yeah.
while they were restoring the temple. A lot of dirt, so much dirt.
Yeah, there was a lot of dirt.
Yeah, and then this, I assume, is just where the vicar sleeps.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a hermitage or a church or
I don't think we'll ever know. I don't know what the person who sleeps there does.
yeah. And
Because I don't see how anyone would congregate here with the
yeah,
distinct lack of seating arrangements.
standing room only.
Yes.
And I would like to address the two heads mounted over here. Now, these did not come with the temple. As I understand it, these were part of your expedition force.
Yes, those are rather recent
Yeah.
additions.
An
Compared to
intern
the,
hired to assist in the restoration of the upper
restaurant.
level, who abandoned the proceedings immediately.
Yes, and paid the price.
Yes, paid the
twice.
price. Incidentally, I believe in Bitcoin and GameStop stock, as I understand.
Yeah, it's not great.
Put
Speaking of the
everything
upper levels,
into GME. Yes. Let's
that
look
is
at the
where
mezzanine.
we are going. Yes.
Yeah. Now, there are a couple of stops along the way, but
Of
all
course.
in service of the
There's
mezzanine.
one of those.
Yeah, some stonework.
Some more stairs.
Yeah. We've got the...
some outside here.
I think there's a word for this sort of structure, but I don't know what it is. It's a garden. Didn't ever get around to covering up these parts, but we'll say that's part of the restoration process.
Yes, we were a little overzealous with the excavation.
Yes, well, you kept running out of master fossil brushes, I think is the recurring problem in all your incarnations.
Yeah.
Of course, we have...
A little higher up here, you get the mezzanine.
Yep.
Now, they were very intensely clever when they made this. Because they could have put the handrail down here.
Yeah.
Where it would normally be, but then you'd see
level.
nothing.
Yeah, it would block the view, and
so
you could not throw small children from the balcony.
Exactly. So now what they've done is they've really quite brilliantly made a forehead rail.
Yeah. 1 meter tall, so it still will catch most small things.
Most of them.
You know, like that fellow from Austin Powers, the mini-me. You know, he was a little over 3 feet tall, so I think he'd be fine.
Yeah. And anyone that isn't, well, that explains the blood.
Yeah. And the severed heads.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I had planned when we came up here to go up the stairs, we'd check out the garden and then come up here, and then we'd go down the other set of stairs. It has just occurred to me, there is nothing connecting these two levels.
No.
So I'm going to have to ender pearl over there.
Not at all. Oh, well. Probably best you didn't see this. That's not done either. Oh, yeah, there's nothing stopping you at all. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the... Now, there was a sign here that I believe said to do make more gooder.
Yes.
That would have probably been in our best interest to keep.
Yes, well,
now,
you can use your imagination. And
yeah. This, I believe, is actually the rectory, because I did not go to Catholic school, and I don't know the parts of churches. But I've called a lot of things rectories that I don't think are strictly speaking rectories.
This could also be one, sure.
Yeah. And you have a nice view of everything
a
but
tree?
Kabuka Town, because the windows are a little too high up.
Excellent.
Which is just the way you'd want it.
Yep. Nice stone seating.
Yep. Original Kabukaneer codices, which is the plural of codex.
Yep.
And that, of course, up to the mezzanine. Now this has suffered some erosion.
Yes.
As well as some industrial damage from the blasting required to put in the railway and footbridge.
There was a little bit of that, too.
Yeah. Which is going to be our excuse. And it's not that you didn't measure properly when building the staircase on the other side. Oh.
The honey's here.
Yeah. Let's go get some more honeycomb.
4 more.
Oh boy.
Yes.
And that's everything in Kabuka Temple, and there's nothing else.
Yep.
But one of the best kept secrets, I think, that we've got. Actually, speaking of best kept secrets, We didn't go in the fish room. If you want to pop back over here real quick.
Oh, yes!
Yeah. If you would like to...
so well kept, I had completely forgotten.
Yeah. If you would like to... do you have a shovel? You have a Werner von Braun on you?
It's a Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. Yeah. If you could path this piece of grass. It did not work because it's this one. I installed some anti-theft measures, and I wanted to use them. Also, the blocks that got pulled back are silverfish stone.
Good.
But this used to be where we kept our stuff. Have a look in what's in there now.
All right.
It used to be where we kept the loot from our fishing nets, and now it's a trap. And I'm going to die. We're going to hit our 2 last locations on the river tour, which I believe we can access from this river. But we're going to go to the exciting one first. And then we have to move on to public infrastructure.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No one ever checked this end of the river. Don't know why. We were always going down here.
Yeah.
Sneaking off to do nefarious deeds. And to do this, we need an empty bucket.
I think I did always leave a boat here, yeah.
Yeah. Pull the water out of there. And that opens the secret door under the birch tree.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Where's the...
It's, somewhere.
I thought we had a stair here that we put...
Maybe.
Water... Oh, it's this one.
It sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. And that leads us into the Green Mile, which was our code name for the grow room. Do you remember what our code name was for the product?
Snakes.
There was snake and eggs. These were the snakes. The seeds were the snake skins. And the brewing setup we had back here, which we used for making, I think, just potions of the Turtle Master, were the eggs.
Yeah.
And that was the operation. And
this way is where the
yeah,
the eggs come in, or the turtles and their turtle
they have
pieces.
Eggs of their own, yeah. Yep.
It's not great.
No.
I'm not proud of it.
You shouldn't be.
But yeah.
This was in Rise of the Beemaster, by the way. This was where the meeting of the Interdimensional Council of Zaktigods was held.
Apparently there's another way out.
And
there.
I cut around it to heavily imply that it was a location in Palms Ahoy. No one ever questioned it.
It almost sort of looks like one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep. Netherwort operation here, and secret exit here, just in case we gotta run from the feds. The 7 Anima Kenna 7, yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Remarkable, really, that we'd gotten up to 7 canals by that point.
It is. 7 legal ones.
Yeah. Because it started with Panama 2, Too Fast to Panama. Here's my alcove for when I was digging out this canal.
Oh, yeah.
This is Rogue Panama, a Panama story.
Of course.
It's a non-numbered spin-off that serves as a direct prequel to the original Panama Canal.
Oh, okay. Sort of like the Suez.
We're going to have to be careful because there's some stuff behind us that's a surprise. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes low to the ground because this is where the Palms Ahoy Expressway gets out.
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah.
Kabukatraz.
You just go straight up.
When we get a villager we don't like, they come to the Traz. Now, fortunately, this didn't happen often.
Yes, but we were ready
Yeah,
to fit the entire population and more.
yeah. And in fact, we had
Solitary confinement.
signed some of their rap sheets
Yeah.
using our random name generator, along with I believe this was a combination of rapper and hillbilly names.
Yeah.
The name
That's sort of what they
generator.
are.
Not Fly T Angus and MCG Whelan Senior. Not the finest, but we've got names and rap sheets just in case, you know.
Yeah.
Couple of good ones. Fire Biceps. Mutiny. It's a pretty serious charge. And
Yep.
I've actually, just to cut down on the entity cap at Palms Ahoy, I've moved your old secretary out here.
Aha. It's a waste away.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's concerning. I thought there were two of them.
They've staged a daring breakout.
Yes.
Yeah.
One flew over the penguin's nest.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
time to go.
Yeah. You might recall earlier we were talking about a member of your staff that went rogue. This is where he lives. I remember now.
Yeah.
This was where he lived for 5 minutes. And I believe we planted the trees.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this needs to be dealt with.
And I wasn't even half the stack. Because I'm not walking here.
Haha.
The island that you walked all the way to
Summer Lodge.
69,000
I definitely did not walk here.
by you did fly, yes.
This was
but
the product of Electra. Yeah.
I think you had a trident was the big problem because you can accelerate
that-
indefinitely.
That too, yeah.
And you flew all the way to 69,000 by 420 and you moved in.
Yeah.
Except 69,000 by 420 is a little bit that way and in the water.
Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna build an island on it.
Yeah.
So
And
this is
somewhere over that way, I'm not walking over there, is the house that I established as a base of operations when I came out here to kill you and bring you back to Palms Ahoy.
yes. Well, as you can see here, it's got a chimney.
Yeah, a Scandinavian-style roof.
Yep. Two doors, of course.
Yeah. I believe that means it's also a Tudor-style building. I need to keep in mind that we have 11 other locations we need to visit, and I need to not antagonize you.
Got a little step down.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a term for this.
It's a sunken living room.
Yep.
There's your furnace.
With the furnace. Eye-high windows.
Yep.
Um,
So you can
the best kind of window.
shoot out of them, yeah.
I
then
see
duck.
a turtle out there in a boat, apparently.
Yeah. And now we're leaving. So,
Oh.
yeah, there's nothing else here.
Yeah, not really.
I forgot that 00 was inside of a support pillar. Next on the list, the other guy named Zach. I don't remember who built this. It was in the early stages of the server when a bunch of people joined that Dewey did not vet, and then they left 3 days later.
Happens.
I think this was Volto. was this guy's name. There was a room back here with chickens in it that is dead now. And Casey found this, and this blew my mind. This has been here the whole time. There's stuff in here.
Ah, America. And 9 diamonds.
Yeah. I'm taking those. But I'm also going to donate them, because it might surprise you to learn we have exactly 100 blocks of diamond.
Wow.
Anyway, up is here, I think. Wait, no. This goes to the chicken gun. I was wrong. Don't come up here. It's somewhere else. I'm sure there was a proper way up here. I don't know what it is. But this is Zachman 9999s. He disappeared for a while, but he came back, and then he disappeared for a while again. But, you know.
Happens.
Good to have someone break up the Zach monopoly, which you don't even cash in on because you insist that it be Zakticon unabbreviated.
Yes.
Did you take the man's fish?
No, but I will take his fish.
Okay then. Some stuff. His Christmas present, which he hasn't gotten to yet. Never know what to get the guy, so I just got him all the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Palms Ahoy golden ticket. Let's see if we can get him for the grand opening.
Maybe.
Here, you know what? I'm going to give him this block of diamond.
Doubt it. Oh.
Now he has 2. And he's got some furnaces and some farms, and that's where the chicken gun is loaded, like right there. And there's some farms up here. And you can see our hydroelectric dam from here.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's all, I think that's all of it.
Yeah.
Some flags and some scaffolding and a couple of boxes that don't have anything in them. Oh, it's got eggs. Okay, and that's Zach. He wasn't around for very long.
Oh, well, now we can go this way, I guess.
Well, next is actually
Close encounters of the third kind here.
Yeah, this I have classified as other. I don't know who built this at all. Which is I watched it being built.
Curious.
I don't remember who made this, but it's here, and it's there, and I used part of it for holding up a rail line. So yeah,
yeah,
that's that one. Next up, across the fishbowl, going alphabetically from Z to A, is RapidAutomatic.
Oh, yeah.
He was on for a little while, left, came back for a little while, left again. Don't know where he went. Haven't heard from him. Might be dead. Hard to know. There's 2 ways in. I'm going to go in through the top door and not the one that I carved out to get to the mine shaft. It's all the way up here. Good thing we got jump boost. Doesn't help. Got Christmas presents he hasn't opened. It's October, so that should tell you something.
Yep. Quite
Glass.
the bold floor arrangement he's got here.
It's eclectic.
That's a word.
Yeah. Now, I know a secret about this place. You're going to need 2 of these.
I think I died the last time I did this.
This was his grow room. but the
Ah,
cops busted it. They let him keep it, you know, that's just polite, but they did bust it.
left a little behind.
You
What
can
is
own it, you
this?
just can't grow it.
Oh,
Ow. Ow.
no.
Ow. Ow. Alright, aim for my head. There you go. I was just ender pearling out of here. Okay. Right, so there... What did you press to get in here?
So it's like a hidden button. Hold on. A minecart can be tricky. So it's like a hidden button you can fully press to open a secret door.
I gotta cheat. Oh! God. And that just goes in here. Okay. All right. Well, you were here for part of the world tour.
I made that secret room to try to frame Rapid.
So that was not Rapid Stash.
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
Oh, no?
See, this is why I need your notes. I don't know this stuff. I just go in, I
Yeah.
do a drug bust, and I leave. Man.
Yeah, I figured I should at least tell you before.
Well,
Everything
you're gonna
ends.
see some stuff in the world tour that's gonna blow your mind. I'll tell you right now. You think that was a secret drug room?
I can't wait.
It's worse. Yeah. And all these boxes. DarkLlama borrowed some ice. He's never going to have to pay that back.
Yeah.
There's a way down. I don't remember where it is. This one?
It's from 2 years ago. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
This area. Some more reeds. This pipe goes out to the main floor.
Yep.
And there's a mine shaft down here that I don't think Rapid had anything to do with because I have it filed under public infrastructure. It's where those stairs used to go before I moved that tunnel. And that's an anvil that I think I dropped on DarkLlama.
Ah,
This is empty. I think I might have stolen it. It said a gift and it was in public infrastructure, and I'm the public, so.
in need of infrastructure.
Yeah, eminent domain.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, do you wanna hit some public infrastructure while we're down here? piece of fishbowl history.
Sure.
All right. So down here was the old mine shaft. I don't think anyone ever found anything good in here. Yeah, this was another early season invention by someone who thought that they could enforce charging money to use the spawner. We made our own spawner and didn't charge money for it, and it promptly went bankrupt.
Yeah.
And it still works to this day, but I don't like to use it because it's cave spiders.
Yeah.
And this is the whole thing. I think it's just one zombie spawner. There isn't even a hopper here.
All right.
Glad we came down here. It's for posterity.
Sure.
And I believe at the end of one of these was also where we fought the Wither that we used to make the spawn beacon.
Probably. Yeah.
That might have been in this room. It ain't something I'm proud of, but it did work. It got us enough Wither roses to make more Wither roses. So what you'd do, you'd put the Wither down here and it'd get stuck.
Uh-huh.
Kinda. And you'd put the snow golems from the surface in here. And then you'd blow them up. You'd splash them with a poison potion so they all died right when the bomb went off, and then you'd just blow them all up.
Okay. The French were here.
I think we made this.
Yeah, probably.
We built... I seem to recall that on previous map, RapidAutomatic built a giant Soviet flag over our old base.
Yeah.
And I think we came back and built a giant Soviet flag over his, but we had to use black wool because we had no blue.
That sounds right.
And this is probably not furnished. Not safe. I don't know what this is. Guess he was putting in a retaining wall here.
This does look unlit and
Yeah.
unfurnished. Yeah.
Sign over here.
Shell, as it were. Oh, it's okay. It's more of a facade, actually.
Yeah. There might still be an Elder Guardian in the water. I fished one up accidentally.
Ah.
Might have killed it, don't remember. Yeah, not as much of a tourist destination as I had originally assumed. It's got a spiral staircase that goes to what I'm guessing is probably... nowhere. It does not go anywhere. It stops
Oh, wow.
at the roof and does not continue. That's a shame. Well, that's the building, and that's Rapid. Don't know where he went. Don't know how he's doing. Might be dead. Might be in an Iraqi jail. We don't know. We don't know what he gets up to.
It's not impossible.
You know, nearby here. Yeah. If you come in here, I forgot all about this. There's more Rapid. And there's really not a lot good in here.
Well, it is his first cliffside abode, 8/20/2019.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
good
believe
for
the
him.
signs.
I first met Masth officially outside of a group context on what was season 1 of Brennyn Sabar for me. I had climbed up a pillar. I think DarkLlama stole Dewey's horse and put it up on a pillar. And I got stuck up that pillar. And it was like 8 in the morning, so kind of a weird time zone for everyone else. Masth was the only one awake, and he was the only one on. And I had no way to get down because I don't think the water feature had been installed at this point. And I had to have him drop a water bucket down on the ground under me. There was something on the pillar after that, and I went up to go check it out. And what it was a wooden sign that said I could really go for a McChicken right now.
How about that?
Jean Bernard, the turtle.
Got a door that'll take us out to. There's a witch out here.
Got some
Alright.
got some turtles back here. This is the sea tunnel that leads out to Kabuka Town that we passed earlier. And some pigs. A horse. This pig is named Napoleon.
All right. I'll just think of how armored these are going to be.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to go out this door in the back.
It's a witch out there.
Well, I'm going to shoot it in the head. This is not safe indeed.
Yeah.
You don't have to come with me. I would discourage it because it's dangerous. I think there's a room out back here this path goes to. There's a little pond, some bamboo, and a big fishing setup with a lot of stuff in it. And that just sort of goes, and that's that. And we've learned nothing, and I'm going back inside.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone put a path through here, because there's a big arch and someone's got to do something with it. And I think someone was just shot outside. And again,
Really?
yep, I'm hearing gunshots. People are dying. Because it is fully 1 in the morning. And if you're shooting a gun at 1 in the morning, it's usually a bad reason. There's a monster in here.
Here.
There was a dark corner, and the monster blew up the window. I'm pretty sure that's my bow. I don't know why he has my bow, but I remember making that. Because that's a stupid pun only I would make. Put a torch there, so that doesn't happen. I'm going to continue up this waterfall, which I think goes up to where we just were. Yeah. There's this that I think Masth made because he wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's just past Kabukatraz. Yep, here we go.
Oh.
He was working on a sea cave. I think around the time the pandemic started and everyone thought they were going to do a lot more Minecraft than they did. Don't go in there, that's wrong. And don't know that he ever finished it. It's down this way. Your trident might be more useful for this one. And you can pop on up here. Got a limited edition Dewey head. They don't make them like these anymore. And a grow room. Some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Bit of storage. That's also my bow. I think I just made a bunch of bows at some point. I don't remember why. It might have been for the dragon fight.
David Bowie.
The other one was called Bow Flex.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's all. I think that's all Masth. And we can move on to public infrastructure.
Woo!
Yay! There are a couple of things. There's this, which used to be Dewey's, but there's been some renovations, and it leads into Casey's, so I'm kind of unclear who gets what. The Lost and Found is public, so I don't know. Used to be Dewey's bar, and then I'll let her tell the story, or I'll tell the story at her, so she can be held accountable.
Just behind the glass here.
Yes.
Yeah.
DarkLlama made that, based off of an image of a collection I keep in the volcano.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Yeah.
That's Casey's. So here's everything. Now this was built by underscore gravity, but with a 4 and a 1 underscore. And for a time, he was close second to me in total hours played. And then he just sort of disappeared. Don't know where he went. Might be dead. Hard to know.
Maybe.
But then Casey started taking over the fishbowl, and we turned this into a bee farm, and then there was an issue where all of the entities duplicated themselves, and now there's hundreds of the same bee. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Good old Benjamin.
Yeah. Technically, these are still property of the Royal Bee Master, but good God, there's a lot of Venyamins.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about this, so I'm going to leave it alone. We have the banner room, where you can put your banner so people know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Didn't make as many banners as I thought, but yeah.
Yeah.
Further up along, and at this point, this stops and becomes Dewey again. So we gotta back up. Okay, well, I'll go through the tunnel, you go to the mob grinder.
Oh my.
I think I know what you're looking at.
This
I'm-
kill me.
You should be fine.
Alright.
And
Ah,
then this just
right.
pops out right here, right by the hill that you have to sort of, there we go. And then there's the mob grinder. That's covered in skulls. Yep, there we go. This was not my favorite thing to work on. I'm just going to go into spectator mode to look at the internal workings because I don't want to bust in there. We have Doctor's Moo if you get poisoned. So here's what I think is one of the cave spider spawners. Yep. Had to make it real big so that they couldn't climb the walls. Good God, a lot of this was Dewey. I don't think she enjoyed this process. I didn't. I died. I think probably about half of all of my deaths were in this machine.
I wouldn't doubt it.
There's the cave spiders, and I think the skeleton spawner is next to the cave spiders right there. There was one spot in the entire grinder that worked to spawn all three of them at once. And you, I assume, have found this. Yeah. And the game hasn't realized yet that I'm out of spec. Could you punch me and see if that does anything? Nope, still invisible.
There is a sign down here.
Yes, and I suspect it probably says nosy little git, ain't ya? Let's see. Yep.
Yeah.
Is not really organized because we ended up getting more bows and armor than anything else. Anvil storage. I believe there's a secret barrel under here where I kept bows that I was working on repairing. I hope there are no more secrets because I don't remember them. And then to operate it, you had to open the chute to let everyone out.
Yep.
And then you had to hit the killer to get them all down. Entailed lava and a piston crusher, and sometimes didn't quite work. And then you killed them all, and they all died, and then you got experience and string and bones and all that other stuff. And it kind of worked. And there was sugarcane, so you could make books, and Doctor's Moo if you got poisoned, and you could breed cows for leather to make books. It was a real wild ride, and we have other things for that now, so we don't come down here. We've got the shopping district, where you can go shopping. Not a lot of shops here, because we kind of have everything we need, and don't really know what to charge for it. But DarkLlama's got his name tag shop. You can buy a name tag for a lot of money. Kind of already had name tags, so doing pretty good there. Salty Pete's Fishing Shack. You can get all sorts of fishing stuff. There's Chloride Hank. Salty Pete couldn't make it. That's his half brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's, I know full well what's in this box. I don't know why I looked. Stuff. I tried to make a system that would randomize the enchanted books every day. It didn't work. Nobody bought an adventure hat, which is good.
Yeah. It's too much hassle.
Masth's shop here. Never really bought anything from that. You don't say name your price, because that's how you get paid in fish and berries.
Yeah.
Important lesson. Now, tell me if you remember making this. Dewey was complaining that she didn't have her pumpkin fortune teller, and you made and went an unlicensed one, and then it died.
Yeah.
This is one of the error pages on the Brennyn Sabar website. And then we had the river that didn't really go anywhere. Some limited edition Dewey heads.
Yep. I see some pointy things in here.
Yeah. And this little waterfall that comes out of this. Also waterfall, I guess. And you know why this river's here?
So you can fall into it.
Yeah, so if you fall out of the sky, you have a place to land. And also because it seemed to me that we probably needed a river for the pier at the fishing store to fish from. This is where we put all the surplus from our gunpowder farm, except it filled up. I think Zach bought something here, because that doesn't sound like something you would write, and there's no other Z's.
Yeah, no.
And if you just chuck that iron ingot down there, sometimes that happens. Now here's the problem. You don't want to put something that isn't iron in there, because it will anger the volcano god.
Aha! Interesting.
There's a secret button right there. Did you press the secret button? It's around the side. Thank you. Here's your gunpowder back. You're kind of supposed to stand next to it to catch it.
Yeah.
But it does work if you do it right. Now a little bit of trivia. When I picked this seed, I did not think we'd be living in the fishbowl. My idea was that we could sort of build into the sides of these cliffs along the river. Like the like those folks that live in the caves at the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
All right, and this is our second nether hub. Your transharmonic warhead destroyed the original one along with the entire rest of the nether. Yep.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Tragically.
Yeah.
For the nether hub.
Yeah. There's the stronghold. I guess we'll technically be going to that. I was going to say we're going to be going to that last to get back to Palms Ahoy, but we both have slept in the fishbowl.
Yes.
So we can't. We have to walk all the way back. We've got our diamond blocks in the pillars as a display of opulence. Wasn't anticipating the red particles. Doesn't go as well with the theme as I'd hoped.
Yeah.
But you've got the endless abyss underneath of us, and you've got the rest of the real nether down there. You can climb up the chain in the middle of the beacon and see the roof, which is about as you'd expect it to look.
Yeah.
If you would join me on the mezzanine level. And through here was an integral part of the Palms Ahoy development process.
Oh, yeah. Little sand lot.
The sand lot. Yeah. And there was this barrel. I put a bunch of stuff in a barrel, and I left it in the middle of nowhere, and I put an observer under the barrel hooked up to a piston that would break all of the signs that was holding up the sand in the middle of the desert, and drop whoever opened it to an uncertain doom.
Okay. That's
Don't remember who ended up triggering it. Probably Dewey. It's usually Dewey.
Yeah.
Someone has built a diving board up to the top of a desert well.
Okay.
I can't explain it either, and I'm not sure I want to. Alright, so out by our hydroelectric dam, there's this logging shack that I think was Gravity's. Beats the heck out of me. But it's here.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yeah, this,
It was a good idea
exists.
on paper, but the mechanics and the architecture never quite matched up in the time that Gravity was here.
Yeah.
Villager breeder, I guess. Self-explanatory. Carrot farm, maybe? Don't know what all of this necessarily does. Wandering trader. This whole structure was a guardian farm.
Yeah.
Which is It's pretty loud when it was running. I've had to since turn it off. Oh, the wet bandits have struck in here. I forgot I did that. And this went down into something. Yeah, there was another carrot farm down here. This pagoda thing. There was the tube the Guardians went up. I don't know what that is. Slam poetry. I think that is the only lectern on the server that does not have killing Hitler in it.
I think you're right.
There used to be a bunch of emeralds over there, and I stole them when it was clear to me that gravity had left. There's an iron farm and a wool farm and maybe a fish farm. There's a turtle. There's this building. I don't know enough about this to say anything about it. I only came here to steal things. So, it's a good source of iron. So, we're gonna go somewhere else. Okay, well. Thought that would be more interesting. This is nearby. I gotta assume this was also gravity. I have the coordinates marked down. I thought we should come take a look.
Yeah, no, I don't know what this is.
I mean, I have to assume it was harvesting sand, but that's what the sand lot is for. Well, I don't know what this is, but it looked like it had something on it from the map. I guess I was wrong. Oh, look up. That doesn't answer any questions, but I remember why I marked the coordinates. I don't know if this was some sort of mob farm in progress. You don't got to come up here, because there's nothing up here.
Yeah.
Now, this was someone that Gravity knew that came on the server, and he made this whole thing and then left.
He made a lot of chests.
It's a sorting system for the fishing setup, I suspect.
The sorting system is larger than his house.
Yes, that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And up here, about 6 months after this guy last logged in, I came here and pretty much cleaned this place out too. You'll notice the only remaining valuables are 2 sponges.
Yeah.
Yep. And, okay. Well, glad we checked that out. Unfortunately, there are still more stops on our tour.
Are there?
But we're getting to the last ones. Nope. I don't know why this is here, and you don't have to come through.
There's the villager here now.
Yes, he was on the other side of the portal. I don't know why. I think it escaped from DarkLlama's plantation. This is the silverfish farm. You might recall that shortly after we finished making it, gravity let it overflow.
Oh!
And it silverfished the entire cave system around it.
It did. It did. That was quite bad.
Yes. But we did get a lot of silverfish stone.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I'm going to pop into spectator mode and just sort of stick my nose in the
That
circuitry.
does explain why this is all wood.
Yeah. Yep, couldn't get rid of the end portal, just had to leave it there. And then they fall down this tube. There's the remnants of the stronghold. You can see some of the silverfish stone spots. I think we got rid of most of them, but there's a bunch there. And a bunch down there. It's pretty bad. Nope, this is not where I want. This was Gravity's original base. And I believe he said he just wasn't feeling it, living in a pagoda. So he moved out, went to the ocean, and made a pagoda.
Yeah. That'll
Not
happen.
really sure what the motivation was there, but it happened. Not saying it's a bad-looking pagoda. but it is empty, unfurnished,
Yeah,
mostly a facade.
it is just that hotel in North Korea.
Yeah. And one of the windows is broken. And there's the bamboo farm. I want to see if I know how to make it work.
Ah,
There we go. Oh, Lord.
that's certainly something.
Yeah. I think we've seen all of Gravity's houses. So we can go to the stronghold and then back to Palms Ahoy. We got to go to the end farm, actually, and then back to Palms Ahoy.
Oh boy.
Now, the stronghold's not great. It's not a good stronghold. This is part of the problem.
Yeah.
The neighbors are another part.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got some signs that I wrote while I was waiting for Dewey to show up for the dragon fight. So I had a funny idea when I started the server that Enderman could pick up Endstone, because I wanted to turn off Enderman, messing up the overworld. But I'm like, they can mess up the end all they want. They live there. What I didn't realize at the time was that Endermen don't despawn if they pick up Endstone, or if they pick up a block and don't put it down, but also that they don't count towards the mob cap if they're holding a block. So Enderman would pick up Endstone, and then another Enderman would spawn, and then it would pick up Endstone.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of Endermen. We actually need to go up this staircase. I was walking this way to demonstrate. There's a couple of portals around here that go places. This one just goes to the end farm. It seemed easier to build it out here than to build a bridge where the Ender Dragon could fly into it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty pleased with how this Enderman farm turned out. I think it looks better than most Enderman farms, which is to say they're usually a too tall cobblestone box.
Yeah,
with
some semblance of an
enchanted
structure.
Table. Yeah, I had to work very carefully to make it that the Enderman couldn't teleport, and I accomplished this with non-solid blocks and a lot of water. And with that, I was able to get a slightly taller ceiling in some areas. And it's got its own sugarcane farm for paper. There's no way to get leather, but you can get paper. You can repair your stuff and make a really loud noise. Should have turned my mob sounds down. We got these guys over here. You can actually buy books. I did not enjoy getting these guys here.
Yeah,
because I had to build a 700-meter rail line from the end portal to this facility.
Yeah.
But you can buy lapis and buy mending books and sell paper to get emeralds, so it's something. And you can throw excess ender pearls in here, and you can purge the ender pearls in the collection chute with that. I don't know if there are any in the collection chute. Yeah, you could probably benefit from having some of those. And there's the enchanting room, and I think there's the grindstone. I think that's all that's special here. I'm gonna go into spectator mode and fly up real quick and look at the design. When I time lapsed this, I actually built it one quarter at a time, and I spliced, making all four corners together and to play continuously. So it looked like I was building them all at the exact same time, but I wasn't.
Oh.
And there's the Endermite. I can't see the name tag, but Dewey knows what it's called. And she's the only one that cares. So We can leave now.
Excellent.
I suggest we take the express exit.
Hmm. Where is this?
Middle of nowhere.
Ah,
Hit your wings before the... Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to build a structure here that had a portal in it, but you had to pay to activate the portal. So if you fell out of the farm. So we did it, and that took 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Got any aces?
Nope, go fish. You got any 3s?
Nope. Got any 10s? Oh, I'm on fire.